So today we are going to discuss about the decision table. What you can see onto the page 127 of the book. Decision table based testing. This is nothing but the black box. So let us have it. So you must be aware of what exactly the decision table. Can anyone tell me what exactly the decision table is? Can you tell me anyone what is the decision table? All the participants? What is the decision table? What the decision table is going to contain the rules. Decision table is going to contain the conditions.
This is the white box testing.
Black box we are talking about. It is
Black
going to
box,
take
okay.
care about the cases. Isn't it? So whenever you say the decision table, so which is going to take care about, or you can say tabular form, which you can represent the rules.
So there are no decision tables in the white box testing.
We are talking
Is that
about
like a
the
rule?
black box. We are talking about the black box. The black box decision is still there. I get you my point. We are talking about the black box right now, where the decision tree is still there. It represents the rules, conditions, and cases in two-dimensional, what you can say, matrix form. So now, are you able to see where exactly the decision table is? Or in the book, all the participants, I know you are quite hungry, but it is good that if you can tell me that are you able to see the decision table testing?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay. So what the book is trying to tell you that boundary value analysis and the equivalent class partition do not consider the combinations. I'm aware of the static values, and those static values are going to change with respect to the range what I have given, isn't it? So I can give the 9.5, I can give the 9.25, but if the 9.5 is given, then I cannot go ahead and check, okay, that it, please accept the 9.15 as well, or please accept the, the 8 as 8.05 as well. Because it really works, whatever your boundary value and whatever the equivalence class partition is, they work with the partitions of the data. They can work with any kind of data, but once you define the partitions are static. And I'm going to work with those static partitions only. I'm not going to bother about, okay, what if during the runtime the data gets changed? Or what if during the execution the data may differ with respect to the what is being asked into the equivalence class partition? It is quite possible, isn't it? So you need to take care about the decision table, which takes care about the conditions as well. So that's what our document is trying to tell you. Our document is saying that, okay, it contains the rules, which defines the equivalent class partitioning as well. But it takes the conditions as well as the different cases or different kind of input values, how exactly the things are going to have. So here it gives you can say, it gives the flexibility okay, It gives a flexibility where you can work with different permutations and combinations. You can work with the different permutations and the combinations of the data values. Now you could ask me this particular, or anyone can ask you this particular question as well, that most of the different kind of permutations and combinations are there. So your robustness as well as your boundary value is going to do the same thing as well. That's how the 4n plus 1 or the 6n plus 1 is going to come, because it actually goes with the different permutations and combinations. But those permutations and combinations are defined using equivalent class partitioning, where we know the data beforehand. Are you getting all the participants? Where we know the data beforehand. But here, I know that I may have this kind of data, but whether I am going to have it or not, it is not at all clear. Are you getting me? All the participants? Are you getting my point? All the participants? Hello, am I audible to all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, are you able to follow me what we are discussing?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So in that case, the question could be that how I'm going to execute the decision tree. So let's talk about the simple example. Many of you are doing the registration. Or many of you are doing not the registration, let's say the login. Now, when the user is going to be login, the what you need to provide, the username and the password. And many of you are must be doing this particular. So now, what could be, let's say the conditions, the username could be correct or wrong. Are you getting my point? Or the second condition could be password could be correct or wrong. Are you getting my point, all the participants? And the corresponding output could be accepted or not accepted. So in this particular case, I'm just taking care about the login screen. I'm just not doing anything else. I'm just taking care about the login screen. So let's say, so I'm going to say true when the uh, username or password. Then I'm going to say false for the wrong username and password here. So into the earlier case, when we had done with the boundary value analysis as well as the robust case testing, we have taken this particular way that the length must be this much, password length must be this much, username length must be this much. But we have never given this particular thing that what if the username and the passwords are wrong. This is a one more case. Isn't it all the participants? So here, I need to take care about E is for error and S is for the success, and next screen is display. Okay. All the participants, are you with me?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yeah. Now, so what is going to be the the black box testing, and why the decision is black box testing? I'm not aware of at all the architecture of it.
I
I'm
do
just
not
aware of
understand what you mean by cases.
cases. That what do you mean by cases? That means how many test cases I do require. So here I do require the
But
username
it
and the
says
test.
like I
Yeah.
thought like it says the cases are a tabular form which represents rules, conditions.
Yeah. I
That
haven't
I
created the table, but it is going to be like let me show you here. That I'm going to have it. Table. Okay. Now the table is going. So what I'm going to do inside the table, I'm going to write the things now. Whatever I have written, in the story like language, I'm going to write in the table. So what is going to be here? Let's say conditions. Fine. Let's say here these are the conditions according to the whatever the rules are, and here are the cases. So here I'm going to say the user name either right or wrong. In that particular case, what is going to be the rule one? If the username is right, are you getting all the participants what I'm saying? Are you with me? Are you with me right
Yes,
now?
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
So if the username is, let's say, suppose wrong, so in that case, what I am going to say, please let me know what will be the things.
It's not going to be a successful.
Yes.
Yeah, it's not going
The
to be
rule
successful.
one is going to be say that it is login is unsuccessful. Fine. Now, so here I can say, okay, it is nothing but the U. Let's talk about. The second is rule 2. What the rule 2 is going to say, suppose now username is right. Fine, are you getting my point? Username is right. So in that case, what is going to happen? Can you tell me?
Check whether password is also right.
Check whether the password is there or password is correct or not. Fine. Login is going to be successful if password is correct. So let's define as that unsuccessful as well as the successful. Are you getting my point? Rule 3 could be both are correct. I'm going to say login is, or rule 3 could be uh, username is wrong, password is correct. Right? So in that case, I'm going to have the unsuccessful. And the rule 4 is going to be
It's like a part of security testing only.
Exactly, both are correct. This thing I need to define, I need to tell those black box tester because they are not at all aware of the architecture. Fine. Now, the second thing you are going to have, let me insert. So this is with respect to the username I have given. Now, the next thing I'm going to give with respect to the password. Here, I'm going to check first the password and then the username. So for one, login is unsuccessful. For two, login will be successful if username is correct. Are you getting all the participants? What I'm saying? Username is wrong, password is correct. I can say password is wrong and username is correct. And in that case, both are correct. Are you getting all the participants what I'm saying?
They can also be like, if the first of all the username is not correct, then maybe they'll tell you to sign up because the
Yeah,
system assumes
it
that.
is by it is just an example I am taking. How many different kind of combinations I can have,
Okay, yeah.
isn't it? And now, if I'm going to say one more row here, where is the insert? I'm going to say error message. Here is the error. Here is the error. Here is the error. Here it is going to be. Are you getting all the participants? So that's what the matrix is. And this is the cases what we are going to have. Are you getting all the participants what I'm saying? Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So again, if someone asks you to create a decision tree for the password, so in the black box testing, so you are going to have, you can create the table like this, decision table testing, and you are going to have the case one when the username is correct, or username and password are wrong. Then you can say the error is displayed. Second is going to be case 2, which is going to say username is correct and password is wrong. Again, the error is displayed. Are you getting all the participants what I'm saying? Yeah. So these
Yes.
are the different cases with respect to the decision table. Case 3 may be the username. That's what we have discussed in the table as well. Username is wrong. Password is correct. The error is displayed. Right? Case 4 could be like both are correct. The next screen is displayed. Okay, all the participants.
Yes, ma'am.
right?
Yes, ma'am.
So when you are going to go through these test cases, which is going to tell you how exactly, so you need to find out, okay, username you are putting wrong and password is wrong, so you are going to stay on the same screen. If one of them is wrong, you are going to stay on the same screen. Now, what the error message is going to display? Error message is, you must have noticed this particular thing. The error message never says that username is wrong or password is wrong. Error message is quite confusing. It is always going to say username or password is wrong. Are you getting my point? All the participants.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
that particular error message is going to take care about those things. Now I think Satvik is taking care about the assignment as well. So if I go and take that particular thing, so here I'm going to have the conditions. Let's say, let me have this again. So the table, what I'm going to have, case one, sorry, condition. Perfect, please pay attention. So here I'm going to have case one. And what the case one is going to say, because the condition, I need to check what could be the file format. Do you remember, Satvik, we have discussed the format as well as the size?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So those are going to be the conditions for your own thing. So so here I can say the size as well. So the format is going to be .jpg, or have page2.pdf, isn't it? Assignment could be the scan copy, assignment could be the PDF, assignment could be graphics as well, isn't it? Perfect.
Yes, ma'am.
So in that case, this is a case 2, this is a case 3, okay. So if this is a JPG image, that could be, the size could be less than some KB, let's say. Exactly, if you go with the PDF, the size could be less than some KB somewhere, same here with the graphic caster. We're getting all the participants, as simple as that. So case 3, if I want the case 4 as well, I can always go with the case 4 with a different kind of file format. And here I can say that what should be the output.
If we are only going for PDF format, then
Yeah, whatever the things are, I've just taken the example, okay?
oh,
So you can go for the PDF format as well. Let me insert it. An insert option is not available for me. Insert below, and then the output is going to be, if it is true, then the upload is successful. If it is not true, let's say done or not done based on whatever the things are. You're getting my thing? So these are the ways by which the uploading of the document is going to be done. So if anyone asks you, this kind of thing can be done with the simple boundary value analysis as well. Why you do require the decision table? I do require the decision table so that I can go say less than some KB. So less than some KB, that means I have to check each and every value. Try to understand less than some KB. So I have to check each and every value, and data is not known. I need to check the 13, I need to check the 13.4, I need to check the 13.5, I need to check the 13.8 as well. Are you getting my point, all the participants? So if I go with the equivalent class partitioning or the static value, to check these many of partition to take care about the test case is going to be really heavy. Are you getting my point? Where the data is getting changed very dynamically. So for that, you just mention the condition of it is less than 32 KB, or it is less than 60 KB, or it is less than 1024 KB. I'm fine. So whichever the values which are going to come less, less than 1024 is going to be the part of this test case. Are you getting all the participants what I'm saying? Shall we proceed?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you able to follow me?
Ma'am, more or less, yes.
Okay, so where is the less?
Ma'am, I understood it, but I'm a little puzzled
Confused.
with condition.
Okay. So let me tell you, Shruti. So when we were talking about the boundary value analysis, when we were talking about the robust test, uh, robust case testing, so you must have noticed we are taking the minimum minus, we are taking the minimum plus, we are taking the maximum minus, maximum plus, maximum nominal as well. You must have noticed this thing.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Now suppose I have set here, okay, the value should be between the 32 kb to, or let's say 500 kb. Fine, I'm okay with that. So whichever the I'm going to see the boundaries and then I'm going to put it. What if the range is going to define that, okay, based on that I'm going to put my equivalent class partitioning, okay. From 90 to 100 I am going to be a one partition. From 101 to 200 I am going to put in a one partition, right? Now let's say suppose, so these are the data set I know in advance. Are you getting my point?
Yes,
I
ma'am.
know in advance that, okay, the program is going to be executed in this kind of with this kind of data only. Now I'm not aware of the data at all. See the second scenario. I'm not aware of the data at all, that which kind of data is going to hit to my system. So I cannot start the equivalent class partitioning. Are you getting my point? Neither I can do the boundary value analysis in the very strict fashion. For one or two functionality, it is fine. But with the very strict fashion, I cannot do this because I'm not aware of that which kind of data my application is going to hit.
Yes, ma'am.
So for that particular thing, I can always use the less than or greater than. If I'm going to use only less than or greater than, so naturally the conditions are going to be there. Are
Yes,
you
ma'am.
getting my point?
Yes, ma'am.
And for that particular thing, the decision table is going to,
Be made. Yes.
fine?
Yes, ma'am. Got it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. Yeah. So any other application would you like to discuss right now for the decision table? I hope you have opened the Naresh Chauhan book. And on the Naresh Chauhan book, if I go to the example 4.8, are you able to see? Example 4.8, page number 129. Are you able to see all the participants? A program calculates the total salary of an employee with the condition that if the working hours are less than or equal to 48, then they give the normal salary. The hours over 48 on normal working days are calculated at the rate of 1.25 of the salary. However, on holidays on Sundays, the hours are calculated at the rate of 2 times of the salary. Right? Are you aware of the hours? How many hours are there? No. We just know the greater than, we just know the less than, we just know the equals to sometimes, okay. So for here, I can take care about the boundary value. But again, I'm not aware of the range. So this could be the minimal, but again, I'm not aware of the data. What is going to be hit? The data could be less than 48, the data could be more than 48. So what is going to happen if I'm going to create the equivalent class partitioning? Unnecessarily, I'm going to, have a more efforts. Why? Because that particular data may not be utilized. Because I haven't worked more than 48 normal hours, isn't it? All the participants, are you getting my point?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am,
Come on. Is it Shruti is the only student into my class?
which example is this? Can you
Uh,
repeat the example?
Page number 129.
Okay, ma'am.
Satvik, are you there? Smith, are you getting my Kshitij?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Are you able to follow what I'm discussing? Rahul Nair, Rishabh
Yes, ma'am.
Dhanekra. Yes? Are you able to follow? Again, I'm trying to tell you. Whenever you say equivalent class partitioning, you know the data in advance. Right? Whenever you say not exact data, but at least you can say you know the range. And that range is always going to be utilized. But when you are not so sure about that whether the range is going to be utilized or not, why to create such kind of range? Isn't it? There is no need of creating such kind of range if the range is never going to be utilized. So for the same, what have you done? You have created a one particular thing which is named as a decision table. Decision table is going to say, okay, I just need to write a single condition. That's it. Nothing more than that. I need not to create the equivalent class partitioning. I just need to write a condition. And if the condition is successful, then only the test case is going to be successful, otherwise not. As simple as that. Are you with me, all the participants?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Come on, give me the response so that the things are going to be, easy to deliver. Otherwise, it is going to be really tough. Are you getting me what I'm trying to tell you? Wilfred,
Excuse me, ma'am.
Virat. Yes, who is it?
I'm Akash this side.
Yes, Akash, tell me.
Ma'am, in the above password one test, ma'am, there are four test cases now.
Uh-huh.
So, ma'am, in the second and third, can we combine it to one? Because
That is going to be combined always. At the time of execution, it is going to be combined.
okay,
But these are going to be the test cases.
okay.
Okay. Yeah. So if you see that example, which is a 4.8 on page number 129, which is saying, okay, if it is less than or equals to 48, then give the normal salary. I need not to do anything. But it may be greater than 48, so where the salary is going to be changed. It may be less than 48, where the salary is going to be where the salary is going to be changed. And if it is on to the Sundays or holidays, the salary is going to be changed again. Are you able to see that example? Example 4.8. Now, with the discussion, whatever we are carrying on, can you tell me the decision table? See the condition. One is C1, working hours is greater than 48. I is the input. Rule 2, whatever the rule 2 is. So let me see what exactly the rule 2 is. Okay, fine. So rule 2 is going to take care about the action. So in that case, if working hours is greater than 48 and the holidays or Sundays, so in that case, working hours are 48, day is Monday, expected result is a normal salary. But if day is not Monday, try to understand. If the day is not Monday, so that time the salary is going to be different. See here. If a program calculates the total salary with the condition that if the working hours are less than or equal to 48, then give the normal salary. However, on holidays or Sunday, the hours are calculated at the rate of 2 times of a salary. Are you getting me? So the 48 is there if and only if it is Monday. And then you are going to get the normal salary. But if it is going to be on the Sunday, then what is going to be the expected result? Hello, are you there? Come on, all the participants, we cannot move ahead if you do not respond. Shall I stop right now? It looks like you are quite tired. I can stop as well. No issues. Come on, what do we do? Fine, then we will stop. I do not have any issue because I believe that Shruti and Akash, these are not the students in my class.
Ma'am, let's please stop for today, ma'am. We are, I'm
What
like, I'm
happened?
confused.
What happened? That's what
Ma'am,
I'm
I'm
feeling that
getting
some.
confused. That's why I
What
just,
happened?
ma'am, I'm confused with the example reference.
No,
That's why I'm just
fine.
trying to
I do
figure
not
out.
have any problem. I do not have any problem. But you need to tell them, tell that how exactly the things can be done. See, I do not have any problem in discussion the same example again and again. But see the entry, see the 129 page, the decision table for a program. If working hours are greater than 48, rule 1 is going to be true, or rule 1 is going to be input, rule 2 is going to be false, and rule 3 is going to be true. What are those rules? The first rule is the working hours are less than or equal to 48. The second rule is if the hours over 48, and the third rule is which of the weekday is there. Are you getting me? All
Yes,
the
ma'am.
participants? Yeah, you just go through it. I'm not saying I can stop anytime. But until unless we interact, there won't be any kind of use. Ask me, this is a platform for the discussion, my dear students. This is not the platform for keeping quiet and just listening to what I'm saying. No, this is not, because you are going to apply those things. And if you do not know how to apply them, there is no use of this discussion.
So, ma'am, these are two criterias of conditions, that is action stub and condition stub.
Exactly.
Okay. So,
Action and the
in this,
condition. So I'm going to have the action. What is the action? I'm going to have the condition. What is the condition? Working hours is greater than 48. What is the condition to holidays or Sunday? They have just not taken the working hours equals to 48, because equals to 48 is going to be the normal salary. Or you can have the working hours is greater than equals to 48, or working hours is less than equals to 48. You can have this condition as well. It's up to us. Are you getting my point? So
yes,
C3 could be working hours less than equals to 48 as well. What is IFNT? I stands for T, that means the test case is true, false means the test case is false. Instead of writing here rule 1, rule 2, you can say test case 1, test case 2. The same way we have written. These are the cases. Instead of writing the rule 1, we remember that we have discussed the uploading the image. We have written the case 1, case 2, case 3. Have you seen that my Word document?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, let me do it again.
Ma'am, basically I is our immaterial. It says it's immaterial state.
Yeah,
The
I need
don't
not to
care
bother about.
condition. Don't care
I
condition.
need not to bother about. I just want to bother about the case 1 and case 2. Are you able to see my Word document right now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, so the case 1, case 2 and case 3 I have taken the JPG, PDF and document. Exactly the similar way what you can say is case 1 could be, hold on. Here also I can give case 1, case 2 and case 3. Case 1 is greater than 48, let's say. Case 2 is less than equals to 48. Right? And case 3 I really do not want. Let's say. So here what I'm going to have, okay, here I can say Monday to Saturday. Let's say if it is greater than 48, then what will be the output? Come on.
Yes, ma'am. Sorry.
Yes, let's say day. So I'm going to have the Monday to Saturday. The things are, it is greater than 48. So fine, fine. Just Shruti, hold on for a
Two
second. I
times.
do not want to discuss this again. All the students, I do not want my Shruti to be in my class only. Take care of it. Until unless you
Yes.
ask me to take the second lecture, I won't be taking the second lecture because this particular thing you need to understand that you need to apply the things. Please take note on this. Until unless the discussion happens, we cannot move ahead. If you ask me, you go with the 100 times that okay, I am not able to understand. I am there to explain you. Please take a note. I am there to explain you. But after the session, I believe that you understood the thing. If you do not understand, just ask me the question. Are you getting my point?
Yes, ma'am.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, who is it?
I'm Akash.
Yes, Akash, tell me.
Ma'am, the example in this book is quite confusing, ma'am.
Why to do? I have given you two different setups on my Word document. Have you seen those setups?
Yes.
So why can't you go with this setup what I have given to you?
No, ma'am, you were explaining that now, so I got confused, ma'am.
Where exactly the confusion? Can you tell me?
Ma'am, I can understand the rule thing, ma'am. There are three rules, and
JPG, PDF, and documents. Yeah. Then
no, ma'am, this one I got it, ma'am. The one which you are
this
explaining
one
the
you got
document,
it.
the
So here,
JPG.
yeah. So let's talk about Monday to Friday.
Yeah.
Let's talk about here conditions. Then I'm going to have day. Right? Let's talk about like this. And here I'm going to have the output as well. Or here I can write, let's say day. I'm going to have weekday. Let me insert. Here I'm going to have Sunday. And here I'm going to have output. So here, if it is like this, so then salary equals to whatever the salary is, sal into 1.25. Here, if it is on Sunday, and it is irrespective of whatever the things are, whether it is greater than 48 or less than equals to 48. So salary equals to hours multiplied by, what was the condition? 2.0 of salary, isn't it? At the rate of 2.0 of salary. So here is going to be 2.0 into that. We're getting all the participants.
Yes, ma'am.
Here I can say sal equals to salary. Here I can say salary equals to 2.0 salary. You're getting my point here. So when you say the output is going to be this. You're getting me? For this day, for the weekday. And for the Sunday, the output is going to be this much. That's what they are trying to represent. Now go to 4.8 and see here. The test cases is 1, working hour 48, day is Monday, expected result normal salary. Test case is 2, working hour 50, day is Tuesday, that means any weekday, so 1.25 of salary. Test case is 3, it could be 48 as well, not necessarily 52, it could be anything. So Sunday 2.0 of salary. Now try to understand the entry. So what the entry is trying to tell you. So please focus on what I am saying. Test case design using the decision table. Interpret condition stub as an input for the test case. So when you say input, right now my input is a weekday. When you say input, right now my input was the format. If I go into the JPG image, if I say the input is going to be the username and the password. There is no need of confusion. What they are saying, interpret the condition stub as an input, interpret the action stub as an output. Fine. Rule is in which the combination of input combinations of the input condition becomes the test case itself. So what is the input condition? First is, it is less than 48, less than equals to 48 and any weekday. So let me go to that particular example again. Rule 1 is going to be, can you tell me what is going to be rule 1? Rule is the combination of permutations and combination of. Do you remember this rule what we have discussed?
Ma'am, for our
Yes.
login system, right? Registration.
Yes. Do you
Ma'am,
remember
you
these
one.
are the various test cases what we have discussed?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So if I go with respect to this test case, so what I'm going to say, rule 1 is equals to 48. Hours equals to 48 and Tell me, day hours is less than equals to 48, and day from Monday to Saturday. Rule 2 is hours is greater than equals to is greater than 48, and day equals to
Holiday or
and
Sunday.
day to Saturday. Just hold on. Rule 3, irrespective of any hours. So let's say 52 or whatever the things are. Let's say 60, or let's say less than 48. Let's say, or less than 52. Why 52 is there, or less than 32? Let's say. Why 32 is there? Because 8 hours are the working, the working hours, and in a month we are going to have only 4 Sundays. Let's hope so that I'm going to have only 4 Sundays, not the fifth one. The total number of hours are going to be 32, and day equals to holiday or Sunday. Are you getting my point? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, so these are the three rules. What you can see from the book. So the rule 1, rule 2, and rule 3. Now, working hours are greater than 48. So either I am going to, so what is the input? Greater than 48. So greater than 48, so what the rule 1, rule 2, and rule 3 is going to tell you? The combinations
Ma'am,
of the
Akansha here.
conditions. Hello.
Ma'am,
Yes.
I didn't understand rule 3.
Yeah. Rule 3 is with respect to the holiday and Sunday. So what the question is trying to tell you? Question is trying to tell you that however on holidays or Sunday the hours are calculated at the rate of 2.00 times of salary. Okay. So in a day you do have 8 hours as the working hours. I do have 4 Sundays in a month. Are you getting my point? All the participants? You are having four
Yes, ma'am.
Sundays in month. The total number of hours are going to be 8 fours are 32. Are you getting my point? So that's why you
Yes, ma'am,
said
understood.
equals less than or equals to 32. Are you getting my point? Hello?
Yes, ma'am, I understood it.
Yeah, you understood. All the participants, are you able to understand what I'm saying?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Now, the next thing. How exactly this? So, if there are k rules over n binary conditions, that means how many conditions are there right now? Conditions are with respect to two conditions. Working hours are greater than 48 or holidays or Sunday. We have taken one more condition, working hours is less than equals to 48. Are you getting my point?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So how many test cases are going to be there? K rules over n binary conditions, then you are going to have k test 2 to the power n test cases. Are you able to understand the fourth point, my dear students?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you able to understand now? Can you tell me that what is going now? Can anyone tell me the condition as well as the action? Action is going to be your output and the condition. So condition is true, which true? Holiday or Sunday. See the page 129. Holiday or Sunday, this is true. Then what is going to have 2.00 of salary. Are you getting my point? If C2 is true, then I'm going to withdraw. I'm going to draw 2.00 of salary. If C2 is false according to the rule 2, then I'm going to draw normal salary. Are you getting my point? If T2 is false according to rule 3, then I'm going to go with 1.25 of salary. What is the 1.25 of salary? Are you getting me? See the example. What they are saying? If the hours over 48 on normal working days are calculated at the rate of 1.25, that means above 8 hours, if the person is working, then I'm going to have the output, which is the 1.25 of salary. So action stubs are the output. Condition stubs are going to be the input. And the rule 1, rule 2, and rule 3 are going to be the combination of all the, what you can say, conditions. Are you getting my point, all the participants?
Yes, ma'am.
Now what the rule 1I is saying, rule 2F and rule 3P for the working hours greater than 48. So if condition 1, if the working hours are greater than 48, means what? Rule 3 is going to say if it is greater than 48, but my condition for holidays or Sunday, it is false. Have the combination of these two things, true and false. See, the working hours are greater than 48, but holidays or Sundays, it is false. So what I'm going to have? 1.25 of salary. Rule 2 is saying working hours is not greater than 48. It is not holidays or Sundays. So what I'm going to draw? Only the normal salary. Are you getting my point? All the participants.
Yes, ma'am.
The,
Understood, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
the third is holidays or Sundays. Holidays or Sundays, irrespective of anything, I'm going to get the 2.00 of salary. So here, the C1 is getting ignored. Are you getting my point? I'm to withdraw 2.0 of salary. I'm not bothered about C1. That's what I'm asking you. That's what I was asking. That what do you mean by I here? I is you just ignore that condition. Why? Because if it is a holiday or Sunday, I need not to bother about the working hours. Straight away, I need to give the salary, which is 2.0 of the, of the salary. Are you getting all the participants?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Are you getting me? आकाश
Yes, ma'am.
समझ में आ रहा है हम क्या डिस्कस कर रहे हैं? These are the, you have the loop, you have the condition, if condition में greater than equals to, sorry, less than equals to 48 आएगा, if condition में greater than 48 आएगा, ऊपर वाले if condition में आएगा आपका holiday और Sunday है या नहीं? Are you getting me? So if I go with this document right now, I'm going to have, if it is holiday or Sunday, the salary is going to be star into, let's say, 2. Else, if working hours is greater than 48, the salary equals to salary into 1.12, whatever it is, 25. Are you getting my point?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, this is a simple, this is a condition, else if, and else the which is going to be the normal salary. As simple as that. Fine. So if this particular condition is not, if this particular condition needs to be satisfied, I'm not bothered about whether it is a more than 48 or less than 48, isn't it? I need to straight away draw the salary which is more than, which is salary equals to salary into 2. Are you getting all the participants?
Yes, ma'am.
समझ में आ रहा है कि नहीं? क्योंकि अभी नेक्स्ट सेशन में ये आपको आपके प्रोजेक्ट पे करना है.
Yes, ma'am. Understood. Ma'am,
Understood? Yeah.
also 3:30. We just got a mail that 3:30 lecture will be taken by Rakesh there, sir, for IPP. But
No, it's my lecture.
no, ma'am. I don't know. There is some confusion then because we got a mail like in the morning.
Just give me a second. I will just confirm. Just give me a second.
Yes, ma'am.
All the participants I really do not know what could be the reason.
Ma'am, the division might be mentioned wrongly. So
Means
it's
but
that.
there are only 2 divisions.
Yeah, ma'am. So division A is mentioned in the mail. So maybe it's just for division B because he doesn't even take our sessions.
Oh, okay, fine. We will meet at 3:30. Let's see.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, all the best.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, let's
Thank you,
stop
ma'am.
the recording right now. Just hold on. Let me download the attendance. Yeah. So if everything is fine, so we'll meet at 3:30. Fine.
Yes, ma'am.
Bye bye. Have a nice lunch.